Hello kids, how are you? I hope you all are good. Today we'll start with a new chapter, Introduction to Photoshop CC. Adobe Photoshop CC is simply a creative cloud version of Photoshop. So it is a software application for image editing and photo retouching. So let's begin with Adobe Photoshop. What is Adobe Photoshop CC? Starting Photoshop CC, components of Photoshop CC window, creating a new file, tools panel, inserting images, working with selection tools, cropping an image, common painting tools in Photoshop, layers, saving a file. So let's just start the chapter.
Wow, what a wonderful software! Adobe Photoshop. Adobe Photoshop is a software application for image editing and photo retouching for use on Windows or macOS computers. Photoshop offers users the ability to create, enhance, or otherwise edit images, artwork, and illustrations. Changing backgrounds, simulating a real-life painting, or creating an alternative view of the universe are all possible with Adobe Photoshop. It is the most widely used software tool for photo editing, image manipulation, and retouching for numerous image and video file formats. The tools within Photoshop make it possible to edit both individual image as well as large batches of photos. What is Adobe Photoshop CC? Adobe Photoshop CC is a creative cloud version of Photoshop, available by subscription. It is considered to be the professional-level version of the Photoshop family of products. Photoshop CC is available together with Photoshop Lightroom. As part of a larger Creative Cloud subscription, Photoshop CC is an advanced imaging software used by designers, web professionals, video editors, and photographers to alter or manipulate digital images. Photoshop is primarily used to edit 2D images, although it offers some 3D images editing functionality. Photoshop includes image analysis functionality and can be used to prepare images for use online or in print. Starting Photoshop CC. Click on the Start button. Search for Adobe Photoshop CC in the Start menu and click on it. Components of Photoshop CC window. Menu bar. Option bar. Palettes. Tools panel. Workspace. Creating a new file. Open Photoshop. Click File and then click New. The New Document dialog box will open. Once all these options are filled, click on OK. A new blank file will open on the screen. Now using the tools, an image or drawing can be created. Tools panel. Along the left side of the Photoshop window, Tools panel appears. It works like an artist's paint box and holds a variety of tools that help us to draw, paint, and manipulate the images. Inserting images. Open a new file in Photoshop CC. Click on the File menu. Select the Place Embedded option. Select an image from the Pictures Embedded dialog box by clicking on the desired picture. Click on the Place button. The image will appear in a sort of a grid. Click on the image and drag it to the point to place it within the canvas. Double-click when all the adjustments are done. A new layer appears in the Layers panel where the image is placed. If the Layers panel is not visible, then select Window Layers. Working with selection tools to select an image or a part of it to perform cut, copy, edit or retouching operations, selection tools are used. Rectangular tool to select an image or a part of it in a rectangular, square, elliptical or as a row column that is 1 pixel wide. The rectangular tool is used. To use the rectangular tool, click on the rectangular marquee tool in the Tools panel. The cursor appears as a crosshair sign, plus. Place the cursor on the image. Click and hold the left mouse button and then drag out a marquee to select the required part of the picture. Lasso tool. Select the lasso tool. Choose one of the selection options from the options bar. Click and drag the mouse around the part of the image to be selected and mark the selection. Release the mouse at the end point to use polygonal lasso tool. Select the polygonal lasso tool. Specify the options using the options bar. Click once on the image at any point near the object to be outlined. Holding the left mouse button, click at the position where you want the first straight segment to end. Keep clicking to set the next endpoints of the subsequent segments until the whole object is outlined. Close the contour by clicking at the starting point. To use magnetic lasso tool, select the magnetic lasso tool. Click on any part of the image to be selected and drag the mouse pointer around the object to select it. This tool drops fastening points along the edges. Continue this process till you reach the starting point or double-click at the ending point. Quick Selection Tool. Quick Selection Tool is useful for selecting the parts of an image which require great precision to reach. To use Quick Selection Tool, click on it and drag the mouse to make the desired selection. Magic Wand Tool. Click on the Magic Wand tool or press W. The pointer changes into symbol. Click on any part of the image. All the adjacent areas of pixels having the same color will be selected. On selecting the Magic Wand tool, Options bar displays the following options. Move tool. Open any image and select the part to be moved. Using Marquee Lasso tool, select the Move tool from the Tools panel or press V. The pointer changes to sign. Holding the left mouse button, drag the selected image to the point where to place it and release the mouse button to copy the selected part of an image within the same image. Press Alt key while dragging the selection to copy the selected part of an image to another image. Use the Edit Copy and Edit Paste option. Cropping an image. Open the desired image. Select the Crop tool from the Tools panel or press C. The pointer changes to the cropping symbol. Holding the left mouse button, drag it across the picture to make a rectangular selection. Release the mouse button when the selection is complete. To finish the cropping process, double-click inside the selection or press the Enter key. Now, the selected image is cropped. More painting tools. In Photoshop, the painting tool is a tool or function in a graphics editing or painting program used to change the area of the canvas or image by adding paint strokes to fill the areas with colors. Brush tool. Brush tool is used to create smooth strokes of the foreground color in the image. Various options can be set in the options bar, which include Brush Preset Picker. This tool provides with a large number of pre-designed brush presets that can be used. The diameter of the brush can also be changed by moving the size slider mode. It allows to select and set the painting mode from the drop-down list. Opacity. This option allows to set the level of transparency of the brush strokes. Flow. Flow determines how quickly the brush tool applies the paint. To use the brush tool, open the desired image. Right-click on the Quick Selection tool and choose the Magic Wand tool with tolerance settings of 32 and select the area where to apply the brush tool. Select the brush tool from the Tools panel or press B on the keyboard. Select the desired brush style from the Brush Preset Picker. Click on the Set Foreground Color box in the Tools panel. The Color Picker dialog box appears. Select the desired color. Drag the pointer on the image holding down the left mouse button so as to apply brush strokes. Pencil tool. Right-click on the brush tool and select the pencil tool from the Tools panel. Select options for the tool from the options bar. Click on the Set Foreground Color box in the Tools panel. Select the desired color from the Color Picker dialog box. Drag the pointer to draw a desired shape. Gradient tool. Open an image with the help of the Polygonal Lasso tool. Select the area with tolerance setting of 90. Select the Gradient tool from the Tools panel. Click on the drop-down arrow of the Gradient Picker and select the desired one from the displayed options. To edit the gradient, right-click on the Gradient Picker from the options bar. The Gradient Editor dialog box will appear. Select the Chrome Gradient option and click on the OK button. Now, select the Linear Gradient from the options bar. Click and drag the mouse pointer in the selected area. The selected gradient gets applied on the image and the selected area. Paint Bucket tool. Open an image. With the help of the Magic Wand tool, select the image area with tolerance setting of 90. Select the Paint Bucket tool from the Tools panel and set the tolerance to 100 and then paint the whole selection. Click on the Set Foreground Color option. The Color Picker, Foreground Color, dialog box will appear. From the Color Selection box, select any color of the choice. Now, click on the selected area of the image. The color of the selected area will be changed to blue. Blur tool. Open any image in Photoshop CC. Click on the Blur tool and select the desired brush size and style from the Brush Preset Picker. Specify the effects mode and set the strength for stroke from the options bar. Drag the mouse pointer over the area to blur. Clone Stamp tool. Open an image and select the Clone Stamp tool. Set the brush type. Change its size or hardness. Select the blend mode. Set the opacity for stroke and other options for the tool in the options bar. To define a sampling source, hold down the Alt key. The cursor shape changes to the largest symbol or click on the area of the image to be cloned. Click and drag along the area where the cloned image is to be created. When you drag, a plus sign appears on the original image while a corresponding circle appears on the cloned image. Save the image and close it. Type tool. Click on the Type tool. Select a font, size, color, bold, underline, italics options from the options bar. Click on the image to add text. Type the desired text. Click the checkmark button on the options bar to end text editing. Layers in Photoshop allows adding new elements to an image without altering the original image. With layers, you can place text, additional images, shapes, and even vector graphics into the Photoshop document while maintaining the ability to move, delete, or adjust those elements individually without affecting one another. Adding a new layer. Select the Layer New Layer option. The New Layer dialog box appears. Define name in the Name text box and click OK. Renaming a layer. To rename a layer, double-click on the layer name in the Layers panel and type a new name. Deleting a layer. Select the layer to delete. Right-click on it and select the Delete Layer option from the shortcut menu. Click on Yes to confirm the deletion. Saving a file. Click on the File menu. Click on the Save command. The Save As dialog box will open. Type file name in the File Name box. Click on the Save button.